Welcome back everyone, hope you're all doing good. We are back on CarX again with another livery tips tutorial. This time how to go from crazy looking team names like this, that's all jumbled up, not looking clean, to a very clean team name like this, where you can write at an angle. You can also have it perfectly centered in the middle, nice and straight, and everything looking the same size and just super clean. First thing you want to do is go into your design section, go into the vinyls menu, and we'll start a brand new livery. The usual way people do this is they go into whichever font they want, and let's write out the word team. What they would do is change the color to whatever they want, and then you're not sure if it's at an angle, if it's center, off center. You're just kind of guessing where it goes, and then you go to the second layer, E. Again, you're not sure if it's the same size or the same angle as the letter next to it. You've then got to change the colors again. Very time consuming, never looks clean, always jumbled up. Much better way of doing it is to go to the first alphabet section and select the letter I. Then you want to make it black or a nice color that stands out. Then use the extra menu here and then stretch out, or make thinner and then stretch out this line. And you're going to use this as a guide basically. So if you want to write on the side at an angle, just put it at an angle there. If you want to do something on the hood, which is what we're going to do now, you can either line it up using something from the car, like these two black lines here, or there's a really cool trick. You can use the symmetry button, and then as you can see, you can kind of rotate it until it's nice and straight. I would say about there. And another thing with doing the symmetry trick is now we have this perfectly centered, so this line is perfectly in the middle of the whole car, so we know it's exactly where we want it to be. Then you can just duplicate this and then duplicate it again and make it a little bit bigger this time, and bam, we now have a perfect guide in the middle, perfectly straight, and we can write team name. Now the fast way to do this is to go and grab the first letter that you need, which is T for us. Change it to the colors you want, so let's use the same ones as we showed you a second ago. Then make it to the size that it's going to fit, so we need to fit 4 letters, the word team, on this line. So I'd say a little bit smaller than that. That looks pretty good to me. Make sure everything's looking nice and clean, and there's a nice little gap, and everything's looking straight between the line and the first letter. Then go to add control and duplicate it, and then you just want to duplicate it across to create the whole word, or as many letters as you need. Then do that again for the bottom one. We'll make this a bit taller and there we go, a little bit bigger as well. I'd say that looks quite nice. And then just do the same thing, so duplicate that across. T, this time we're writing name, so again 4 letters only. That looks pretty good, and already as you can see it's looking really nice and clean. Now just go back through, press the add control, and then replace the sticker this time. So we're just going to do that for the whole thing. So team name, and you'll notice while we're doing this that it's keeping the same color, so we don't have to go back and make the color every single time, which you have to do using the normal method of doing this. So you're saving a lot of time there. Obviously we've also got it in the middle, we've got a straight line to work off, so we're pretty much done, except from just getting everything lined up and looking nice. But we've got everything set up perfect now. You'll notice that for some reason with this game, some letters stay the same size and some letters don't. You just got to go back through now and make everything look clean, so let's do that. So the E I think needs to be a little bit taller. Another trick here is to grab the first and final letter, so the T and M. Make sure they're the same size. So let's do that quickly, that looks pretty perfect there. And then put the first letter at the start, the last letter at the end. Make sure they're the same spot on the line, so the M is right up against the end of the line. Let's do that with the T. And then now you know what you're going to work with in the middle, and you've got it already lined up. If you just do the T, then E, then A, you can get sort of halfway through and realize you've messed it up and you've got to change everything and move it again. So this is probably the quickest way to do it without messing things up. So we've got to move the E back now. Depends how, you know, clean you want to get it. You can mess around with it for as long as you want, but I'd say that looks pretty good. For some reason you can rotate the letters a bit when you do the duplicating thing, so the M, there we go, mess around with that. That looks pretty good. Now let's finish off the rest of it, the name part. So let's do our trick again. Let's get the N and the E. Bam, there we go, looks the same size. I know that the M is going to be a lot bigger there, so let's put the E right at the end. Let's move the N right at the end as well. And the A, give ourselves a nice bit of room for the M. Then get that to the same size. As you can see, it's kind of rotated a little bit, so we'll get that looking straight with our guideline. The E looks like it needs to drop down and maybe rotate a bit as well. And now just get everything looking like the same gap in between the letters. And I'd say, doesn't need to be too perfect, but bam, there you go. You can now delete your guidelines. And there you go, you have a clean, straight, in the middle, centered team name with everything the same shape, size, and gaps in the middle. Perfectly clean, exactly how you want it. And then if you want to write stuff on the side, you can just use this same method and the duplication and use a guideline and do stuff that like follows the body kit lines like this here with the S15. But there you go, kind of a drawn out video just because there's a lot of little things to explain. But once you know how to do this yourself, you can make a team name on the front and on the side in literally just 1 or 2 minutes. Hopefully this video helped you. Sorry if it was a bit long and drawn out, but just trying to explain all the little individual steps and everything. Subscribe for more tutorials like this. Check out the Discord, the Twitch, the Twitter as well, and the YouTube streams. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I will see you in the next one, everyone. Peace.